Good day, everyone. Happy Labor Day weekend. What's up? I'm Rich. I'm with the Council on Aging, and I come to you every Friday with words of hope and inspiration and good news. And so today, I have a particularly sensitive subject. Now, people will argue that I'm not a very caring, compassionate guy, but occasionally I can be. So today, my first word to start off is the word certain. I am certain of this word. So, certain, when we use that in a variety of contexts, it means fairly sure something is actual. You've heard that phrase, the only thing certain in life is death and taxes. Well, what I'm certain about is that right now, if you're listening, you're alive. So there is another certainty that if we're vertical, we are alive. And so that is a for sure, a certain thing. Now, you can argue what that means all day long, but for the context of today, let's talk about something that is certain. So I'm going to jump right into our next word, which is family. And we are certain of family. Now, family has a multitude of definitions. We can look at the traditional, that means blood. So, your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brother, your children, that's your family. That's blood. And they always say blood is thicker than water. And while that is true, many families are dysfunctional, have nothing to do with one another. They take things personal, they split, they divide. The bottom line at the end of the day, they're still blood, they're still your family. But I want to talk about a different kind of family. And I myself have used that word probably more over the last 10 years than maybe I have in my whole life. Because when I look at the people here at the Council on Aging, my staff, I kind of do consider them my family. The seniors who come here, I consider them family. So, what makes family blood or not blood? What's the difference between the two? Well, sometimes the more close you are in blood, for example, the more sensitive and overreactive you are to events in family history that separates you. And sometimes with friends accept you just for who you are. And yeah, you have some arguments, you have some fights, but you're still friends. So sometimes we interject the word friends for family. And while I have one or two friends, I think I have more family. And for example, recently I took a Selah. If you don't know what Selah is, tune in last week. I took a Selah and went and visited a friend who I consider family. I consider blood. Reconnected with him. And I have a friend in Arizona that I consider family. They're the kind of people who would call you at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, "Hey, I need your help. I'll be there." I am probably not one of those people that goes on my way to ask for help. But if you ask me for help, I'll be there. Blood or not blood. Um, so the certainty of family is really what they do for your heart. And sometimes in the blood family, that heart has been broken and we can't get over that. And whereas people who are our friends, who are close enough to be considered family, we can forgive and we can forget and we can move forward. And so that's an interesting dynamic to me how friends and family can do that, but not blood family. So I had a great time this past week visiting family. I did get to see a couple of my grandchildren and my son and his wife, and that's my blood, and that just makes my heart pump. And I also got to visit a friend that was there who is like a brother, who is family to me, who just accepts me for me. And I think that's one of the things that I love most about our staff and the seniors who come here is we just accept one another for one another. And I've said many times before, if there's any person who has more quirks and is probably more difficult to get along with, it's me. I got so many little things, and for the most part, most people look beyond that and just say, okay, yeah, he's just a little whatever, yeah, and they just take me for who I am. Um, and unfortunately, sometimes people have a hard time just accepting people for who they are. Well, they're to this, and well, they did this to me, and that's part of that unforgiveness that just is like a cancer. And that's one of my certain words is there are certain things that create us our inability to connect to become family with blood and not. And so um, it just was really, really important to reconnect with family. And so as we have this Labor Day weekend coming up and we have time and I know we're going to be doing the beach and the cottage and family and cookouts and all that, but it really is a time to take a look at our friends and our family and see how similar they are. And my last word here is action this week. And I'm guilty of that. And so last week I took action by going to visit family. But I'm going to challenge every single one of you, because I'm going to do it, to take some action, certain action for family. I don't care if it's blood. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care who it is, but I'm challenging you because I'm going to do it, to take some action. What's that mean? It means pick up the phone, no texting. Texting is so easy. Hey, how you doing? And I get it's what we do, but pick up the phone and call someone. But here's the real challenge. I challenge you to write something. Yeah, I know. Who writes anymore? We type and text and go buy a card. Yes, Hallmark cards are yeah, don't even get me going there, but who pays $6 for a Hallmark card? Yeah, okay, I do. But go buy a card if they're truly your family. What's $6? Send them a card. Just say, hey, saw this cute card and I was thinking of you. And I don't know, just make an impact in someone's day. And let me tell you, it touches my heart when somebody calls me, like my kids, or when a friend calls me, or on rare occasion, other than my birthday, and I get a card in the mail. I get cards here from seniors who just say, thank you, uh, whatever the case is. And you take the time to write. And many of our seniors, writing is very hard for them, very hard, but it comes from the heart. So you want to touch me? That's one of those things. Take the time for family. Quit saying your life is busy. Quit saying you got so much to do. Because I'll tell you what's certain, death is certain. And you won't have the time to say, hey, I wish I took more time to connect with my blood, with my friend, before it's too late. And I've seen that recently too, where people are gone and you live with that I should have, would have, could have. Take some action today. You got a long weekend. You can find the time because I'm going to find the time. So have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Thank you for listening. And I think next week we're going to change the format and be a little crazy here and continue to do these to encourage you, to lift you up, and know that the Council on Aging, while we are all for older adults, we're here for you. We're here for anyone. See, give us a call. See what we can do. And And I'll tell you one thing is certain. I love our older adults. I love our seniors. And yeah, I'm kind of a softie. So love you guys. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening. And this has been Rich. Peace.